Alright, this video is going to be a little bit shorter than what I usually make. First time it's not going to be 10 minutes in ages. So the new God Wars 3 boss has been released. For those who don't know, they didn't release all of the bosses at the same time, but they take 1 month to release boss. So, you know, it's been 3 months now. This is the third boss that they release. I think there's going to be one more if we, you know, all the God Wars usually have 4 bosses, if you don't include Nex. So this boss is, yeah, this is something else because I think for the very first time in RuneScape 3, it's open to the public, meaning there are public lobbies that you can go into. So whatever's people in the world, you can go with them, or you can create your own if you have your own team, you know, your own clan or friends, which is much preferred because, well, there's been a lot of memes that people made. It's pretty much impossible at the moment, at least, to get the kill in public lobbies. I spent 2 hours without getting a kill. Not only that, but we didn't manage to even damage it like 20% of the HP. Basically, there are 2 bars. There is one of the boss HP, and then there is the second bar that fills up. If it goes to 100%, that means you failed the kill and you will not get any loot and you're just gonna get teleported out. So it is a skilling boss. That means you cannot die at the boss. You don't need food at the boss, but you do have like the separate HP bar if it drains, because it can damage you, but you will just get teleported out, you don't die. And the way to replenish it is by drinking a super restore potion, because it drains your stats, and when your stats go too low, you get teleported out. If you drink super restore, your stats go up and you are healthy. So because it's only been a few hours since the boss has been released, this information may be not too accurate. However, this is a fungal boss, it seems. There are like 4 fonts where you can teleport to. There is fishing, there's hunter, mining, and woodcutting. I myself picked fishing because I'm 99 fishing. I have fishing cape, I got the outfit, I got the augmented rod, so I can fish everything a little bit more quicker than my other styles. So there's this one big boss in the middle. You cannot damage it by weapons or anything in the beginning. You have to collect this fungus, and the boss attacks you with different styles. The trick is to dodge all of the attacks. If you don't dodge it, you get penalized by the bar filling up a little bit. Remember, if it goes to 100%, the kill fails. That's why public lobbies are not a good idea, because no matter how much we tried, like there was one guy saying, Jesus Christ guys, how many times I have to tell you to just dodge attacks and do this and that, and he said it, what we have to do to kill the boss. However, because it's public lobbies, new people kept joining in. Like, oh, they just came back from work, you know, they missed like the first 7 hours of the boss release. They just go in the public lobby. Of course, they're not gonna know what to do. So, yeah, public lobbies are, I would avoid it. If you have a clan, definitely go with a clan. Essentially what happens, people are not dodging the attacks, which are fairly easy to dodge. You basically collect these mushrooms from each of the side, and then you fill in put them near the statues, then you repair the statues and you bless them, then it opens up the whole boss. So have a few kill counts of the boss, and this is how the kills go usually. You get teleported, somebody summons the whole boss, starts the whole boss fight. In each of the corners, people are picking up different fungus. So let's say I was a fisher, I was fishing, which is kind of weird because I don't think there was a pool for that. It's just it's just fungus, but you're casting a fishing rod. Okay, well, you collect 15 of those, then you go to the other font and you throw, it's anti-clockwise, you have to walk, and then you throw them near the statue. Then other people who collected different fungus also throws it near the statue. Then you repair that statue, then you pray at that statue, and then it unlocks the core of the boss. So it opens up, and then you all go in and mine it or woodcut it, whatever it is. It's like random, I believe, or maybe it's not, but you use your skills to mine the core of the boss, and that's how the HP drops. Now, weirdly enough, Cinderbane gloves seem to work at this time at least, and weapon poison does seem to work, which shouldn't be like this because it's killing and like poison works, but okay, it does. And then you have to repeat this a few times depending on your team size, and the fight will be over. At least for me, the fight took 6 minutes, but I saw Evil Lucario did it in a little bit above 3 minutes, at least at a time. So it can be fairly fast. It depends if team is well coordinated. You know, I was not in Discord or anything. We just did like in RuneScape chat and barely talked, but we kind of knew the basics at least that allowed us to finish off the kill. So one thing that I noticed in the kills is that you get red spider eggs. Ooh, so it's no longer just killing Firewatches for those. You could kill this boss and get it. Especially me, I have 1000 Snapdragons and I didn't want to camp Wires because they're not that fast. But also I didn't want to do Tower of Life. So this could be the perfect place to obtain those red spider eggs. And you do get the same things basically, like the other fawns, you know, the Glacier and the Kerapak, the other two God Wars 3 bosses. So this boss has also its own book. You get the pages, you can fill it in. That's I think one of the kills I got the page. The loot that you get also seems to be based on your contribution. So it's kind of like Chambers of Xerix, I think, like in old school. Like the more points you get, the higher chance that you will receive better loot. Although in here it seems that it's not about uniques. If you really don't contribute anything, your total loot is not gonna be a lot. One time I got 100 points, the loot was like 400k. The next time I got 200 points, the loot was 1 million. And then the next time was close to 1 million as well, with 200 points again. So it does seem like the more you contribute, the more you fish, the more you repair the statues and so on. That's how the loot hole scales. And of course the boss has to be bugged just a little bit on the release date, which by the way most people did not even know. I thought it was just normal mechanics. You know, when you collect the full inventory of the fungi, you have to step over the mushrooms to get to the next area. That's where you deposit everything. So when you step over the mushroom, you get damaged a little bit, and I thought, okay, well, that's not a problem. You just get damaged a little bit, you drink Super Restore, it's all good. Well, turns out when we tried the private lobby, there was a mushroom shining. Like, there's one of these mushrooms you can pass through without getting damaged at all. You see, not only do you get damaged, but also one of your fungus gets rotten. So if you step over like 4 or 5 mushrooms, then 5 of them will get rotten. Depending on your inventory space, it could be a big deal. But that's just a little bit of it, right? It just requires 1 or 2 Super Restore sips. Maybe not that big of a deal. But when you start the game, sometimes the mushrooms just don't appear on the body of the creatures. So you cannot harvest them. The creature will never get rotten, I believe. And I thought that was normal too. I tried to click on it. I was like, wait, hold up. Why nothing happens? I had to unfilter my chat. I see nothing. You just, there's no message, nothing. You click on it and nothing happens. So we had to restart the instance. It happened one time, but in public lobbies, it happens all the time. It's just everything. Most people speculated that it's because public lobbies can only stay for 1 hour, and after 1 hour, they just get bugged out and you cannot harvest properly, and the mushrooms just never work. You could technically finish the boss fight if there's not more bugs, because we never got deeper in the kills in the public lobbies, but it's kind of minor things, but it is bugged at the moment. You can still get the kills though if you know what you're doing, and if you're doing private lobbies, then hell yeah, it's mostly unbugged. That's it for this video. Thank you very much.